We are back. We are back with another one. We back with another one, y'all. This one is more about how to unlock your potential. So I got 10 ways, 10 steps to unlock your potential and truly unlock it, especially as the year is ending. Today is December 1st. We got 31 days before the new year. As y'all already know, I'm already in month one. I'm already locked in. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I'm already locked in. I'm running through the new year, not walking into the new year as in terms of starting New Year's resolutions. I'm not starting New Year's resolution. I started my New Year's resolution months ago, and the new year is whenever you decide it to be. You don't have to wait till January 1st to change the ways or change the things that you want to change. You can start right now. You can start tomorrow. You can start yesterday. You know what I mean? Just start. There's no set time for you to, or set date for you to start living the way you're supposed to live. So to unlock your potential, the first step is to clarify your purpose. You gotta know your purpose, and you gotta know where you want your potential to go. And then we'll get into that, right? So without a purpose, life is aimless. Purpose creates the why that fuels your actions. I said that in the last video. You gotta have a why. You gotta have a reason why you're doing what you're doing. You gotta have there has to be a method to your madness. You have to be able to sit down at the end of the day and be like, all right, everything that I did today was because of my end goal. It was the reason I did everything I did today was because I have this end goal, right? Reflect on your strengths, your passions, and the impact you want to make. Write down your personal mission statement, right? You have to have a personal mission statement in terms of, I want to do this. And you don't necessarily have to put a time frame on it, right? Because things happen, right? We all go through life. We have setbacks. And you're going to be even more disappointed when you don't meet those deadlines. So have deadlines, but be lenient with yourself. Don't over exert yourself, and build on those small wins, and build on just keep building on your small wins. Arnold Schwarzenegger knew his purpose was to become the best bodybuilder in the world. He ended up becoming a governor. He created a vision, worked tirelessly, and leveraged his success to enter acting and politics. So, yeah, you gotta know what your purpose is, and then you gotta leverage who you are to complete those goals. So number 2, develop self-discipline. Self-discipline is probably a major key. If you don't have discipline, if you don't have self-discipline, if you don't hold yourself accountable for the things that you go through in life, right? Life is 10% how we react to 90% of the things that happen to us, right? No, I'm sorry. Reverse that. It's 90% of how we react to the 10% of the things that happen to us. So you gotta have that self-discipline, and you gotta hold yourself accountable. Discipline ensures you keep going when motivation fails, right? You create those habits. It takes 21 days to create a habit, so you keep working at it, keep going towards it, and you become disciplined. You know, every night you gotta go to bed at 9 o'clock. You're not stopping that for nobody. You're not staying up late. You're not drinking. You know you're not supposed to be drinking. You're trying to stay healthy. You're not supposed to be drinking certain things you're not supposed to eat. You gotta have discipline towards those things, because if you don't, you'll lose the discipline and you'll revert back to your old self, which is what you're trying to be better than. So break large goals into daily habits, right? Say, instead of saying, oh, I'm never gonna do this again, just say, oh, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna smoke today. Don't say, oh, I'm done. I'm not smoking ever again. No, I'm not gonna smoke today. And then once you get through that day, you say it again. Oh, I'm not gonna smoke today. I'm not gonna smoke tomorrow. I'm not gonna smoke. You know what I mean? You those bite-sized goals makes it manageable, and it makes the time go by. The time that's going by not seem so daunting. Use systems like time blocking to stay consistent. I do that a lot. I stay away from my phone a lot. Like certain times I'll leave my phone in a completely opposite room of where I'm at, and lose track of time until I'm done with my projects and getting stuff done. So David Goggins, a former Navy SEAL and endurance athlete, used discipline to push himself through extreme physical challenges, showing how the mind can overcome the body's limits. Again, your mind is way stronger than your body. He who says he can and he who says he cannot are both correct. So be the one saying that you could do it, and do it, and believe in yourself. Cultivate a growth mindset. That's number 3. Cultivate a growth mindset. The growth mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities to improve. If you're looking at everything as something that's stopping you instead of something that's pushing you and making you stronger, you're not going to grow. You got to have a mindset of everything that happens to you is opportunity for you to learn, an opportunity to achieve, right? Reframe failures as lessons and practice self-comparison when things go wrong, self-compassion when things go wrong. You got to be your best friend. Be who you want to be. You know, your friends come to you and they go through things and they want you to console them. But you have to be able to console yourself. You have to be able to tell yourself that, listen, I may have taken this loss, but I'm still alive and I still got another chance at it. Which you do. You have another chance at it. So you just got to get up and make those chances count. Make those days count. Elon Musk used criticism as failure. Used criticism and failure as data for improvement. His failures with early SpaceX launches didn't stop him. Instead, it irritated him and eventually succeeded. So you have to, sorry, I know I'm always drinking tea. I think there might be a hole in my cup. Where was I? So basically everything that you go through is a lesson. Whether it's a win or a loss, everything's a lesson. And you gotta pile on those small wins and those small lessons and take those into the future to keep growing, keep achieving. Number 4, take care of your body. Your body is the vessel. Your body is the most important thing. If you're not taking care of your body, you have nothing. You can have the greatest mind in the world, but if you don't have the vessel to carry it, what do you have, right? Physical fitness improves energy, focus, and confidence. I personally got to get back in the gym. I just don't have the time right now. So I do my at-home workouts, you know what I mean? I do my push-ups, I do my calisthenics, I do my sit-ups, all that other stuff. And I got a couple little weights that I play around with. But also eating healthy and taking care of your body in general, going to the doctor, getting those checkups, man. Because the body is the vessel. The body is the vessel. If you're not taking care of the body, it's pointless. Right? Develop fitness routines you enjoy. Weightlifting, running, martial arts. Simple stuff, you know what I mean? Like a couple push-ups before you go to bed, a couple push-ups when you wake up. Simple stuff. Focus on balanced nutrition and prioritizing sleep. That's one that I struggle with, is my sleep. My sleep patterns are all over the place. But my work schedule is all over the place because I'm basically like just on call. But it is what it is. So Tom Brady maintains peak physical performance in his 40s through disciplined training, a strict diet, and focus on recovery. I'm trying to get into ice baths, right? One of my close friends gave me an actual ice bath, but I haven't been able to get in to use it because just the time and what it takes for me to actually be able to do it. It takes a lot, but I know that it's something that I need to do. It's something that I must do. So I will make the time in the future to do it. And even though I'm not doing that now, I'm doing other things around it to prepare myself for when I am able to achieve it. Sorry, I had a long day. Strengthen your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is like super key, and a lot of people lack that. A lot of people lack emotional intelligence. I used to lack emotional intelligence, and I see the difference between how I was then and how I am now, and how life has changed for the better as being more in tune with my emotions, right? So managing emotions and understanding other enhances relationships and decision making. Practice active listening and empathy in conversations. Journal to process. Journal to process your emotions. Journal to process your emotions. Yeah, you gotta write it down, understand yourself, and that's what the 100 Simple Life Truths was. Some of those episodes was about just learning yourself. You gotta learn yourself. You gotta know what you're feeling with the emotional roller coaster that you're going through on a daily basis. And the more you understand yourself, the better it is for you to understand other people, or the more you understand yourself, the better it is for other people to understand you, because you can express yourself better. So number 6, build a solid morning routine. Build a solid morning routine if you have a morning, right? I don't really have a morning. I work on a very weird clock. So sometimes the night is my morning and the morning is my night in terms of the actual rotation of the sun, but my circadian rhythm is off. It fluctuates a lot. But for the sake of this video, purpose of this video, a structured morning routine creates momentum for the day. Yeah, starting the day with a healthy breakfast, doing some exercises, self-care. Number 1, taking that shower, brushing your teeth, washing your face, putting on that cologne, you know, doing your skin care, your body care, working out, drinking some tea. That type of stuff it sets the tone for your day. You start off right, you end right. You start off right, you end right. Include practices like meditation, journaling, or exercise. Avoid distractions like social media in the first hour. Yeah, try not to just wake up and while you're still in the bed, you go straight to your social media. One thing I do sometimes, I check my emails. I check my emails when I first wake up because there's a lot of important things in my email, so I have no choice. But yeah, try to stay away from your phone. If you can, get like a digital clock to set your alarms. Leave your phone in a complete opposite room. You know what I mean? Probably leave it in the kitchen, whatever the case may be. And it gives you time to wake up, actually make your bed, and kind of enjoy the morning. And then you can get the day started and do everything else that you need to do. Right? Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, started his day at 4 a.m. to exercise, read emails, allow him to maintain focus and productivity throughout the day. Yeah, the earlier you get up, the more like productive you are. The early bird definitely gets the worm. So wake up, beat the cattle, and get your day started. Right? Get a jump on success. Surround yourself with the right people. This one is a major key. Major keys. A lot of people are drainers. They drain you of your energy. They see that you got something good going on. They see that you are going somewhere in life and they're not, and they want to latch on to you and hope that when you make it to the top, they'll come with you. You got to start weeding these people out. People that are here for you and people that aren't here for you. You got to weed them out, and weed them out early. And don't be afraid to lose people in your life, right? People come and go. There's plenty of people that you've had in your life in the past that aren't here right now. Whatever fallout y'all had or whatever reason y'all stopped talking, people come and go. Some people are just for a season. Some people are here just to teach you lessons, and it's perfectly fine. The people you associate with will shape your mindset and your behavior. Yes. If you hang around 4 millionaires, you'll be the 5th one. If you hang around 4 broke people, you'll be the 5th one. Change your circle, right? And be able to get out there and talk to everybody. Like, you never know who's literally is walking right past you on a random day. Say hi, be approachable, right? Be approachable. Have conversations with people, because a lot of people have a lot of common with you, and a lot of people can instill certain things within you just off of one conversation. This happened to me plenty of times. Seek out mentors, join networking groups, and attend workshops. Correct. Distance yourself from toxic or negative influence. LeBron James credits much of his success to his team, including those close friends, advisors who kept him grounded and focused on his goals. Stay grounded. That's what the hat says. Stay grounded. But yeah, LeBron James, man, he met the right people early in life, and he brought them with him, and they're all successful in their own right. They're just, surrounded by LeBron. They all are one team, technically. Like, you know what I mean? They're all one team. Invest in continuous learning. I just recently got a new library card, And the library has a lot of resources. Library has a lot of resources in terms of books, movies, videos, TED Talks. You get cheap concert tickets, all types of stuff. All types of stuff the library has. Knowledge compounds over time, expanding your opportunities. Read books on topics that interest you and align with your goals. I will also say read books that the people that you want to connect with read. Right? Because you gotta, in order to have certain conversations, you gotta be multifaceted and have conversations about anything. Me, I can literally have a conversation about anything, and I can enter a conversation about anything and learn from it and ask questions to where it's gonna help me learn what it is that I need to learn on that topic, right? So start small. Read books on topics that interest you and align with your goals. Take online courses and attend workshops. Again, Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading, a habit he contributes to his deep understanding of market and investing. Yeah, you gotta read, man. They say they hide things in books. They do. There are some crazy books out there that I've read or that I want to read. There's a caveat to that, though. Not everybody should read every book. Like, I go back to the 48 Laws of Power often. But that book in the wrong hands could cause a lot of devastation and could be really manipulative, right? Because the book is basically manipulating the world around you to favor you, right? And to gain power by devious ways, so to speak, right? So, not everybody should read every book. Number 9, take risks and embrace discomfort. There's no growth in your comfort zone, and there's no comfort in your growth zone. No growth in your comfort zone and no comfort in your growth zone. So, when you're not comfortable or uncomfortable, that's when you know you're growing. That's when you know you're learning. You're becoming a better person by figuring out what it is that makes you uncomfortable, so that you don't have to be uncomfortable again. Right? And you could be uncomfortable for several different reasons, and each reason will gain you a different level of knowledge for self and level of knowledge that you're going to bring into the future to make yourself better. Right? Growth occurs outside of your comfort zone. Take risks, build confidence, and open new doors. Start small, like speaking up in meetings or trying new skills. Commit to bigger challenges as your confidence grows, right? So start small. Right? You got to build your confidence. You got to go out there and set out to talk to one random stranger a day. You know what I mean? Pick your strangers wisely, but talk to one random stranger a day and step out of your comfort zone. Some people are comfortable talking to strangers. Other people aren't. But whatever it is that you feel a little uncomfortable doing, start small and just do it. You know what I mean? The worst they could say is no. The worst you could do is get a negative response, but then you take your approach and you rework it to be more, to give you the response you want, right? And you may get 1,000 no's before you get the one yes, and that one yes could change your life. But you gotta try out different approaches, try out different scenarios, whatever it is that you're uncomfortable with, right? If you're uncomfortable taking the lead, just take the lead. You know what I mean? The worst that can happen is you'll fail and you'll learn, like, all right, I took the lead, but I didn't lead properly, or I gave the wrong direction, the wrong instruction. And then cool, it happens. And then you rework it, and the next time you know, all right, not go down that path, go down this path. Trust me, this works. Jeff Bezos left a stable job in finance to start Amazon. Completely out of his comfort zone. He was probably, you gotta take those risks, man. You gotta have faith in yourself and take those risks. Betting on the future of e-commerce, his willingness to take risks has led to global success. Correct. Man, my freaking cup. So number 10, last one, how to build your potential and how how to live up to your potential, and how to build up to the person that you are going to be, right? It takes time. It takes following these steps every single day, being committed to your goals, being so fervent on your goals that can't nothing else stop you. You gotta want it more. You have to want it more than the universe wants it for you. You have to want it more than you want. I don't want to say you want to breathe, but if you really see a change in your life that you really want to change, you have to do it. Because what you don't change, you allow. So get up, write it down, and hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. You got it. So number 10 is give back and build legacy. Fulfillment comes from serving others and creating something meaningful, and that's where connections come back too. You gotta be selfless. You gotta be selfless. You gotta be giving. You gotta be willing to help people, because on your journey you're gonna need people to help you. No one has ever done it 100% on their own. No one. Everyone has had help along the way, or had some sort of, even if someone gave them a little bit of information, it doesn't have to be monetary help. It could just be anything, you know what I mean? Words of encouragement. If you out there and you know somebody that's struggling, or you see somebody that may be struggling, you don't have to say, oh, I feel like you're struggling, but give them some words of encouragement. Like, you just look at them and say, you're doing good, bro. I like what you're doing. I appreciate, you know, anything that can flip someone's switch just like that. Volunteer for causes you care about, or mentor someone. I do that. Focus on long-term contributions, like creating a business that helps people. Got to. Muhammad Ali dedicated much of his life to philanthropy and advocacy, using his platform to uplift others and leave a lasting legacy. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, a goat of a man. Who else? Bob Marley. You gotta take these attributes from certain people, and you gotta build your perfect self. And it's not to say that you're not doing everything that you gotta do now. It's just to say that you better. We all go through things. It's the end of the year. It's a new week, and I see you putting in that effort, but you need just a little bit more. You need just a little bit more to get you over that hump, right? I need you to lock in, fully lock in, and don't half-ass yourself, because you're only cheating yourself. You can sit there and tell everybody your goals, and when you don't fulfill those goals, no one cares. No one sit there and says, oh, he didn't fulfill his goals, whatever the case may be. They got their own goals to focus on. They got their own motivations. They got their own life to live. You need to lock in for yourself. You need to get into monk mode. Watch the video monk mode that I put up from Anton Daniels, and straight up lock in. Like, it's hard. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be out of your comfort zone. You're gonna feel like you made the wrong decision at first, but lock in. You may need to go. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, everybody has their own goals, their own ideas, and own outlook on life. But what you gotta do is figure out what you want out of life. Figure out if you have what it takes, because some things we want, we don't have what it takes. We literally don't have what it takes to do it, and you got to take who you are now and figure out what you're lacking, and then go obtain those skills, go obtain that knowledge that you need. It's easier said than done. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. You're going to say, oh, I want to be a pilot. Let me go read about how to be a pilot, and then I'm going to be a pilot. No, you got to put those hours in. You got to put those 10,000 hours in. And anything worth having is worth working for. Anything worth having is worth the sweat and tears that it's going to take to get it. Right? I'm not saying everything is a struggle. What you want to do in life may be an easier journey than someone else. Like, two people could want to be a doctor, and then it may seem like an easier journey for one person rather than the other. But at the end of the day, the journey is the journey, and we are all on our own journey. We all have our paths to be on, and we all have our purpose. Finding your purpose and then building a path around that purpose is all life is about. Life is about the people, and life is about your purpose, and life is about enjoyment. Finding that happiness, being on a constant journey to find happiness, and being fulfilled with the moves that you made in life, the decisions that you made in life. And you're not going to always make the best decisions. right? I haven't made the best decision. My mom haven't made the best decision. The president hasn't even made the best decisions. Like, your favorite celebrity hasn't made all the best decisions in their life, but guess what? They're still here, right? You need the bad in order to really savor the good, right? Because if it was all good all the time, there would be nothing to compare it to. You wouldn't know how good it is if you've never been down, if you never made those mistakes, if you never failed, if you never lost the game. You wouldn't know what winning feels like. And it takes a loser to be a good winner. People that win all the time, they don't know how to win. If that makes sense. People that win all the time, they don't know how to win. But yeah, I feel like going into the new year, we all need to just, if everyone just locks in, right, on their own purpose, on their own personal goals, their own personal fitness goals, financial goals, relationship goals, family goals, and be a little bit selfish. And don't sacrifice what you have going on to appease everybody else, right? Don't let anybody change who you are by shame and guilt. A lot of people do that. They try to shame you. Oh, why are you doing that? You should be doing this. No one does that. Whatever the case may be. But you have to be an individual. Individualize your process, because you're the only one that's going to be on that process, on that progress, on that journey. Your journey is unique to you. No one else has ever taken the same steps you've taken. And be compassionate to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. You see that fork in the road, pick a path and go. Knowing that if it's a fork in the road and there's 4 different paths, is only one of them. They're all 4 right. They're all 4 gonna lead you to the right spot. It's just some of them are more scenic than the others. Some paths are quicker. Some paths are more windy. Some paths are more tumultuous, right? So whichever path you pick, it doesn't matter, because you're still gonna accomplish your goals. And with that being said, I'm going to release y'all in love. I'm going to release y'all in beauty. I'm going to release y'all in your potential. I'm going to release y'all in your glory, in your worth. And I'm going to release y'all in greatness, because we are all greatness. We all have great attributes about ourselves. We just haven't unlocked it and let it pour out, right? The world needs you to be your greatest self for it to continue. If you're not the best version of you, how can you expect anybody else to be the best version of them? And how can you expect the world to be the best version of the world if we're all lackluster, if we're all not being our greatest? So focus on you. We change one person at a time, and it starts with the person in the mirror. I hope I release y'all in love. I hope this video has helped you. I hope it found you at the right time, and I hope you learn. I hope you love, and I hope you are rich in mind, body, and spirit. It has nothing to do with money. You gotta have a rich mind, a rich body, and a rich spirit, and everything else comes. But remember, faith without works is dead. So you can say all the words, you can say all the words, but you gotta do all the things to go along with it. And with that being said, I'm out.